Chapter 9 Mensuration. First exercise. The shape of the top surface of a table is a trapezium. Find its area if its parallel sides are 1 meter and 1.2 meter. These two are parallel sides. And the perpendicular distance between them, that is 0.8 meter. So we know that area of the trapezium is equal to half into a plus b into h. Here A and B are the parallel sides. That means A, we can take A is equal to 1.2 meter, B is equal to 1 meter, and the distance H is equal to 0.8 meter. Distance between the parallel lines, perpendicular distance. Therefore, when area of the tabletop is equal to half into 1.2 plus 1, that into 0.8, which is equal to half into 2.2 into 0.8. We can divide by 2. Here it will come 1.1, and 1.1 into 0.8 is equal to 0.88 meter square area. So we can write, therefore, the required area or the area of the tabletop top surface. The required area is equal to 0.88 meter square. Second question, the area of a trapezium is 34 centimeter square. So we can write inside here, the figure is there. So 34 centimeter square is the area. And the length of one of the parallel sides is 10 centimeter. These two are parallel sides. So this we can take as 10 centimeter. One of the parallel sides is 10 centimeter and its height is 4 centimeter. That means distance between that is 4 centimeter. Find the length of the other parallel side. This we can take as B. We have to find B. We can write here the given terms. Here A is equal to 10 centimeter. B we have to find, and H is equal to 4 centimeter. And area is given, that is 34 centimeter square. Then we can write the formula. Area of a trapezium is equal to half into A plus B into H. Here area is given as 34 centimeter square. So we can write that is 34 is equal to half into A we can take as 10 centimeter. 10 plus B into H is given as 4 centimeter. 4. This we can simplify, divide by 2 and 4. Here 2 times it will come. That is 34 is equal to, we can open this bracket by multiplying with 2. 2 into 10, 20 plus 2 into B, 2B. Move this 20 to the other side, which implies 34 minus 20 is equal to 2B. That is 14 is equal to 2B, which implies B is equal to 14 by 2, that means 7 centimeter. Here the question, find the length of the other parallel side. So we can write the length of the other parallel side is equal to 7 centimeter. The length of the other parallel side is equal to 7 centimeter. Third question, we can draw the same figure here, same type. Length of the fence of a trapezium shaped field ABCD is 120 meter. Length of the fence of a trapezium. So length of the fence of the trapezium, which means perimeter, that is equal to 120 meter. and all these three side measurements are here given, BC, CD, AD. From that we can find AB. So perimeter is equal to 120 meter. We can write that is AB plus BC plus CD plus AD, which is equal to 120 meter. From here AB we have to find, rest of the measurements is given. BC 48, CD 17, AD 40 is equal to 120 meter. That is AB plus 105 is equal to 120 meter, which implies AB is equal to 120 minus 105. Move this 105 to the other side, which is equal to 15 meter. Now we got this AB as 15 meter. Then we can find the area of the trapezium. Here the question, find the area of this field. Side AB is perpendicular to the parallel sides AD and BC. We can take this as perpendicular distance AB. So that means height is equal to 15. Here A is equal to 48. B is equal to parallel side 40 centimeter and height is equal to 15 centimeter. Here in the question is given AB is the perpendicular. So you can take this the perpendicular height. Now area of the trapezium. Is equal to half into A plus B into H, which is equal to half into A is here 48 plus 40 into H is 15, which is equal to half into 88 into 15, here 44, this is equal to 44 into 15, and that is equal to 660. So we can write area of the field is equal to 660 meter square. Question number 4. The diagonal of a quadrilateral shaped field is 24 meter and the perpendiculars dropped on it from the remaining opposite vertices are 8 meter and 13 meter. Find the area of the field. We can name the field as ABCD here. A, B, C, D, and the perpendiculars here E, F. Now in this field, it's a quadrilateral. We can find two triangles. Triangle ABD, the top triangle, and down also the same way, diagonal as the base. Triangle BCD. So if we are considering this as two triangles, we know that area of a triangle is equal to half BH. So base is BD and in this triangle height is 13 meter. Same way in this triangle base is BD same and height it will come 8 meter. So we can write area of the field is equal to, the entire field is equal to, this contains two triangles. So area of the first triangle ABD plus area of triangle BCD. ABD plus BCD. And by the formula a half BH, which is equal to half into base is here. First triangle ABD. So base is BD. Height is AE. Plus here also base is BD, and height is CF. We can write here the formula area of a triangle. Is equal to half BH using that formula. Here, which is equal to half into BD is 24 meter. 24 into AE is 13. That plus half into 24 into 8. Here we can divide by 2, 12. And here when we are dividing that, here also 12. Which is equal to 12 into 13 plus 12 into 8. And that is equal to, we can take 12 as common, 13 plus 8. That is equal to 12 into 13 plus 8 is 21. And it is equal to 252 meter square. So we can write find the area of the field. Therefore, the area of the field is equal to area of the given field. (252 meter square). Question number 5. The diagonals of a rhombus are 7.5 cm and 12 cm. Find its area. We know the formula area of the rhombus is equal to half into D1 into D2. D1 and D2 are the diagonals. So here we can write here D1 is equal to 7.5 centimeter. D2 is equal to 12 centimeter. So area of the rhombus is equal to half into 7.5 into 12, which is equal to, we can divide by 2 here 6 times. 7.5 into 6 is equal to 45 centimeter square. So we can write that is area of the rhombus is equal to 45 centimeter square. Question number 6. Find the area of a rhombus whose side is 5 centimeter. We can take this side as 5 centimeter and altitude is 4.8 centimeter. Altitude means the perpendicular height. That is 4.8 centimeter. If one of its diagonal is 8 centimeter, find the other diagonal. So here it's given AB or one side. AB is equal to 5 centimeter. Height we can take that as 4.8 centimeter. Height is same as altitude. 4.8 centimeter and D1 8 centimeter. We have to find D2. So using the first formula here, one side and its perpendicular distance between from the opposite side, that is given as 4.8 centimeter. Rhombus is a kind of parallelogram. So we can take that as the same formula. Area of a rhombus is equal to base into altitude. Area of the rhombus is equal to base into altitude. So we can take here base as 5 centimeter, altitude as 4.8 centimeter. So here we are getting area is equal to 5 into 4.8, that means 24. 24 centimeter square is the area of this rhombus. Now we know that at the same time area of the rhombus is equal to half d1 into d2, another formula. Also area of the rhombus is equal to, we know the formula, half into d1 into d2. Now already we got the area as 24. So we can write here, therefore 24 is equal to half into d1 is here given 8. We have to find d2. Take divide by 2, here 4, which implies 4d2. 4 into d2. 4d2 is equal to 24. From that, d2 is equal to 24 by 4 is equal to 6 centimeter. Now we got the length of the other diagonal. Here in the figure, BD is the second diagonal. So length of the other diagonal is equal to 6 centimeter. Question number 7. The floor of a building consists of 3000 tiles which are rhombus shaped, and each one of its diagonals of the rhombus are here given. D1 we can take as 45 centimeter and D2 is equal to 30 centimeter. So both the diagonals are there and the tile is in rhombus shaped. So area of one tile, that is equal to area of the rhombus, and we can write therefore area of a tile, that means in rhombus shape. So area of the rhombus, same formula we can use, half into d1 into d2, which is equal to half into 45 into 30. 45 into 15 is equal to 675. That much centimeter square. This is the area of one tile. Like that way, here 3000 tiles. So area of 3000 tiles is equal to, therefore area of 3000 tiles is equal to 3000 into 675, which is equal to, here we are getting 2025 and 3 zeros, 2025 and then 3 zeros marked. That much centimeter square. And here the cost is given in meter square. So we have to convert that into meter. To convert into meter, we have to divide by 10,000. Centimeter to meter. Centimeter square to meter square. So 4 places to left, which is equal to 202.50 meter square. 1 meter square is equal to 10,000 centimeter square. So 4 places we got to move to left and put the decimal point. And then next is cost of that. Per meter square 4 rupees. So total cost of polishing the floor. Therefore total cost of polishing the floor is equal to, that is per meter square, which means 202.5, that much meter square, that into 4, which is equal to rupees 810. Question number 8. Mohan wants to buy a trapezium shaped field. If its side along the river is parallel to twice the side along the road. This is the road side, this is the river side. These two side lengths are not given, so we can take the road side length B. Side along the road B x meter and the river side B 2x. Road side we can take that as x meter, this is 2x meter. Then area of the trapezium. Height is here given as 100 meter. The distance between the parallel sides, that is given as 100 meter. So area of the trapezium shaped field is equal to, we can apply the formula half into a plus b into h. Here a is equal to h, b is equal to 2h and h is equal to 100, which is equal to half into a is h, b is 2h into 100. So when we are dividing, it will come 50. That means here x plus 2x, 3x. 3x into 50. That is the area. But here area is given. If the area of this field is given 10,500 meters. So we can write here 10,500 meters square. That is the area of the field, which is equal to 3x into 50. From that, 3 into 50 into x is equal to 10,500. From that, x is equal to 10,500 divided by 3 into 50. So we can simplify that by 5 and 3. We can divide the number. So you'll get which is equal to 70. That means x is equal to 70. Here we have to find the length of the side along the river. Along the river means 2x. So from that, 2x is equal to 2 into 70. Is equal to 140 meter. That is, the side along the river is equal to 140 meter. Question number 9. Top surface of a raised platform is in the shape of a regular octagon. Here it is given regular octagon. Regular means all sides are equal. Octagon means 8 sides are there. All sides are equal. That means each side with 5 meter. Regular octagon. And shown in the figure, find the area of the octagonal surface. To find the area of this octagon, regular octagon, we can divide this octagon into 2 trapeziums. This first trapezium, down also we will get another trapezium. This one first trapezium, here another trapezium. 2 trapeziums are there, and the middle we are getting a rectangle. This is a rectangle. So to find the area of the entire octagon, first we have to calculate the area of the trapezium. Same area here also, so we can multiply by 2. That plus area of the rectangle. Rectangle means length into breadth. So first we can find the area of the trapezium. Here A is equal to parallel sides. A is equal to 11 meter. The other side B is equal to 5 meter. Opposite side. Regular means all sides are in 5 meter in this figure. So which is equal to half into, in place of A 11 and B 5 parallel sides, that into height is 4 meter. We can divide here 2, which means 11 plus 5, 16 into 2 is equal to 32 meter square. That is the area of one trapezium. Then area of the rectangle. Area of the rectangle is equal to length into breadth. Here length is 11 meter, breadth is 5 meter. 11 into 5 is equal to 55 meter square. That's the area of the rectangle. Now area of the octagon. Therefore total area of the octagon, octagonal surface, is equal to 2 into trapezium area. 2 into area of trapezium, area of trapeziums, plus area of rectangle, which is equal to 2 into area of one trapezium is 32. That plus area of rectangle is 55, which is equal to 2 into 32, that is 64 plus 55, which is equal to 190 meter square. So the area of the octagonal surface is equal to 190 meter square. Question number 10. There is a pentagonal shaped park as shown in the figure. For finding its area, Jyoti and Kavita divided it into two different ways. This is Jyoti's diagram, Kavita's diagram. Find the area of this park using both the ways. First we can take Jyoti's diagram. From that diagram, area of that figure is equal to, or area of the park is equal to, she divided that into two trapeziums. This one trapezium, this is the second trapezium. These two lines are parallel. So we can take A is equal to 15 meter and B is equal to 30 meter. Measurements are here given. This side 15, distance from here, that is 30 meter. And if we are taking till here, that is 15 by 2. That means height or between these two parallel lines, that is 15 by 2 meter. And the same way two trapeziums. So area of the entire park is equal to 2 into area of one trapezium, which is equal to 2 into area of the trapezium. We know the formula, 1 by 2 into A plus B into H. Here 2 and 2 we can cancel, which is equal to A means 15 plus 30, that into height. Height is 15 by 2, which is equal to 15 plus 30, that is 45 into 15 by 2. And that is equal to 337.5 meter square. That is the area of this park from Jyoti's diagram. Now from Kavita's diagram. That diagram, the measurement we can write as these two sides 15. So 15 meter, this also 15 meter. This we are getting a square. 15 meter side. So square area of the square is side into side. Here we are getting a triangle. Base is 15 meter and height also 15 meter. Here the total height is given as 30, till here 15. So the remaining, that also will become 15. This part also height is 15. So area of the park, the entire park is equal to area of the square plus area of the triangle. You can write area of the park is equal to area of the triangle plus area of the square. Area of the triangle means half BH plus area of the square is side into side, otherwise side square, which is equal to half into, here in this triangle base is 15 and height also 15. 15 into 15 plus side square, side width 15. So 15 into 15, which is equal to, here when we are dividing 15 into 15 by 2, we'll get 112.5. 15 into 15, that is 225, which is equal to 337.5 meter square. So both are getting the same answer, 337.5 meter square, by Jyoti's diagram and also from Kavita's diagram also. Question number 11. Diagram of the adjacent picture. Frame has outer dimensions 24 cm and 28 cm and inner dimensions 16 cm and 20 cm. Find the area of each section of the frame if the width of each section is same. So here we can see these two are same type of trapezium is coming. So we can mark this as 1, this trapezium 2, trapezium 1 and trapezium 2. Similarly, these 3 and 4. 3 and 4 also same way the trapezium. And everywhere width is same. We can see inner dimension, the 16 centimeter, this is coming 24 centimeter, which means each side, that is 4 centimeter. This also 4. 16 plus 4, 20, 20 plus 4, 24. Similarly, this side also 20, this height is 4, this height also 4. So 20 plus 24 plus 4, 28. So 4 trapeziums are there. At the same time, trapezium 1 and 2 are same and 3 and 4 are same in measurement. So we can take the area of the entire figure by 1 by 1. So area of the first one, figure 1, or area of trapezium 1. Is equal to, formula is same, half into a plus b into h. Here in the first trapezium, half into a we can take as, in this a we can take as 20 and b as 28. 20 plus 28, height is 4. So we can divide by 2. 20 plus 28, that will come 48 into 2 is equal to 96 centimeter square. So area of trapezium 1 is 96 centimeter. Now area same as that, trapezium 2 also, area of trapezium 2, that is area of trapezium 2 also is equal to 96 centimeter square. These two are in same measurement. Now we are going to find third one, area of trapezium 3, which is equal to, here same formula, half into a plus b into h. Here half into a we have to take as 16 and b as 24. 16 plus 24, height is same, 4. Here 2. So 24 plus 16, 40. 40 into 2 is equal to 80 centimeter square. That is area of trapezium 4 also, area of trapezium 4, that also 80 centimeter square. Now we can write area of the each section. We got area of the first one as 96 centimeter square. Second also 96 centimeter square. Third is 80. Fourth is 80. From the figure 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can write area of 4 trapeziums. 96, similar one, 96 centimeter square, 96 centimeter square, 80 centimeter square and 80 centimeter square. 4 sections. Exercise 9.2. First question. There are 2 cuboidal boxes as shown in the adjoining figure. Which box requires lesser amount of material to make? First one, it's a cuboidal box. Length, we can take length is equal to 60 centimeter, breadth as 40 centimeter and height as 50 centimeter. So it's a cuboid shape. So total surface area of a cuboidal box is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. You can put the values in the formula. 2 into L is 60 into 40 plus 40 into 50 plus 50 into 60, which is equal to 2 times 2400 plus 2000 plus 3000, and that is equal to 2 into 7400, and which is equal to 14,800 centimeter square. So total surface area of the cuboid, that is 14,800 centimeter square. Now next it's a cubical form. Length, breadth, height all same. That means it's a cube form. We can write total surface area of the cubical box. Total surface area of the cubical box is equal to, here 6 sides are there. Total surface area around 4 sides, top 1 side, bottom also. So total 6 sides are there. 6 into 1 side, we know that area of this side, it is side square. So 6 into side square, which is equal to 6 into side is 50. 50 into 50. It is equal to 6 into 2500, and that is equal to 15,000 centimeter square. So this is the total surface area of the cubical box, 15,000 centimeter square, and total surface area of the cuboidal box, that is 14,800 centimeter square. Here the question, which box requires lesser amount of material to make? So we can write the cuboidal box. The first one is having lesser amount of material to make. That is the cuboidal box. That means from the figure A and B, the names given. So A. Cuboidal box requires the lesser amount of material to make. Second question, a suitcase with measures 80 cm, 48 cm and 24 cm is covered with a tarpaulin cloth. How many meters of tarpaulin of width 96 cm is required to cover 100 such suitcases? So here we can take length is 80 cm, breadth 48 cm and height as 24 cm. And find the total surface area of one suitcase using the formula 2 into LB plus BH plus LH. That means we can write total surface area of the suitcase is equal to 2 into length as 80 into 48 plus 48 into 24 plus 24 into 80, which is equal to 2 into 80 into 48, that is 3840 plus 48 into 24, 1152 plus 24 into 80, that is 1920, which is equal to 2 into 6912, that is equal to 13,824, that much centimeter square. So total surface area of one suitcase, that is 13,824. Now here the how many meters of tarpaulin of width 96 cm is required to cover 100 such suitcases. So total surface area of 100 suitcases is equal to total surface area of 100 suitcases is equal to 13,824 into 100, which is equal to that much centimeter square. Now tarpaulin width is 96. So area of the tarpaulin, area of the is equal to length into breadth. Here width is given, that means breadth B is equal to 96 centimeter. Now we know that area of the tarpaulin is same as area of 100 suitcases. That is area of tarpaulin is equal to area of 100 suitcases. Here area of the tarpaulin, that is length into breadth. Breadth is here given as 96. So 96 into L, that means 96 L centimeter square. That is the area of the tarpaulin. So we can write, which implies area of the tarpaulin, that is 96 into L. 96 into L, which is equal to area of 100 suitcases. That already we got here, area of 100 suitcases, that is, from that L is equal to divided by 96, which is equal to 144 and these two zeros, that much centimeter, which is equal to 144 meter. This much centimeter, that is same as 144 meter. So we can write the required length of cloth is equal to the required length of cloth, which is equal to 144 meter. So we have to find the length of the cloth or tarpaulin, and that is equal to 144 meter. Third question, find the side of a cube whose surface area is given as 600 centimeter square. So we know that total surface area of a cube, that is 6 into side square. If we are taking L as the side, then 6L square, that is a total surface area. That is here given. So we can write therefore 6 into L square, which is equal to 600. From that L square is equal to 600 by 6, which is equal to 100. From that L is equal to, L square is 100, then L is equal to root of 100, that means 10. Here the unit is centimeter. So we can write the length of the side of that cube. Therefore length of the side, which is equal to 10 centimeter. Length of the side of that cube is equal to 10 centimeter. Question number 4. Bricks are painted the outside of the cabinet of measures 1 meter, 2 meter into 1.5 meter length, breadth, height. How much surface area did she cover if she painted all except the bottom of the cabinet? Bottom of the cabinet is not painting. So first it's the form of a cuboid. Length, breadth, height, all three measurements are different. So it's a cuboid. First we have to calculate the total surface area of the cuboid, that minus base area. Base area is length into breadth. So first we can write here area of the surface of the cabinet to be painted, which is equal to total surface area of the box minus base area of the box. We know that it's a cuboid. So total surface area means 2 into LB plus BH plus HL, that minus the base area, that means length into breadth, LB. When we are putting the values here, 2 into length is 1 meter and breadth is 2 meters. So we can take that as, so total surface area, that means 2 into, put the values of that length, breadth, height here, that minus base area. So length into breadth, 1 into 2. So here we are getting 2 into 1, 2, 1 into 1.5. Then 2 into 1.5 is 3. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 1.5, 6.5. 2 into 6.5, that is 13. That minus 2, 11 meters square. So we can write the area of the cabinet to be painted is equal to 11 meters square. Question number 5. Daniel is painting the walls and ceiling of a cuboidal hall with the length, breadth, height. Here also we can take length as 15 meter, breadth as 10 meter, height as 7 meter respectively. Find each can of paint 100 meters square of area is painted. How many cans are required to paint the room? So for that, surface area of the cuboidal hall without the base, we know that the room including ceiling and all 4 walls, floor is not included. So first we can find the total surface area of that cuboidal shaped room, that minus area of the floor or area of the base. So total surface area of a cuboidal box is equal to 2 into LB plus BH plus LH, that minus base area, base of the floor, that is L into B, LB. Here we can put the values here, 2 into length into breadth, 15 into 10 plus 10 into 7 plus 7 into 15, that minus length into breadth, that means 15 into 10. So which is equal to 2 into, we can take this when we are adding 325. So 2 into 325, that minus 150, which is equal to 650 minus 150, and that is equal to 500 meters square. That means the area to be painted, that is equal to 500 meters square. Now here it's given area of the paint in 1 can, that is 100 meters square. So area of the paint, area of the paint in 1 can. So we can write here area can be painted using 1 can, that is 100 meters square. Just 1 can paint to paint that 100 meters square area. So number of cans required. Total area is here to be painted, that is 500. That 500 divided by in 1 can, 100 meters square area can be painted. So 500 by 100 is equal to 5. So the required number of cans is equal to 5. Question number 6. Describe how the two figures are here, are at the right are alike and how they are different. So we had to first write the similarity, how they are alike, that means similarity, and how they are difference. Which box has large lateral surface area? So we can write the similarity. Both the figures have the same length and same height. That's the similarity. Difference means the first figure is having circular top and bottom. It's a curved shape and it's a cylinder. This one square shape, bottom and top, and it is a cube. That is the difference. Different shapes. First is cylinder, second is a cube. Similarity means two figures have the same length and height. Now we have to find the which is having larger lateral surface area. So we can find the lateral surface area of the cylinder and cube. The lateral surface area of the cylinder, which is equal to 2 pi RH. It is equal to 2 into pi is 22 by 7 into radius we can take here 7 by 2. 7 is the diameter. 7 by 2 into height is 7. So 7 and 7 can cancel. 2 and 2 can cancel. Then 22 into 7, which is equal to 154 centimeter square. Same way, the lateral surface area of the cube. Surface area of the cube. Cube is having 4 sides around that, excluded, not considering the top and bottom, around that 4 sides. So each is with a side square. So lateral surface area of the cube is equal to 4 into side square, which is equal to 4 into 7 into 7. 4 into 49, and that is equal to 196 centimeter square. Now here we can see lateral surface area of the cylinder is 154 centimeter square and that of the cube is 196 centimeter square. Here the question, which box has larger surface area? So we can write the cube has larger lateral surface area. Question number 7. A closed cylindrical tank. It's closed. That means we have to consider the total surface area. Tank of radius is given as 7 meter, height is 3 meter, is made from a sheet of metal. How much sheet of metal is required? So closed cylindrical tank, therefore area of the metal sheet required is equal to total surface area of the cylindrical tank. Curved surface area, that is 2 pi RH, and top the circle, down also, bottom also circle, so 2 pi r square again it will come. Total surface area of a cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. If you are taking the cylindrical shape here, this area of the top, that is pi r square, area of the bottom, that also pi r square. Here it will come area of the curved surface, that is 2 pi RH. So we when we are adding total surface area, that means 2 times 2 pi r square and this 2 pi RH. So we can write 2 pi RH plus 2 times pi r square. From here we can take 2 pi r as common. Then h is remaining, here 1 r. That is the formula. In short, 2 pi r into h plus r, that is the total surface area of the cylinder. So we can put the values here. Total surface area of the cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. which is equal to 2 into pi is 22 by 7 into radius is here 7 in bracket h plus r 3 plus 7, which is equal to 7 and 7 we can cancel. 2 into 22, that will come 44 into 3 plus 10, 10, which is equal to 440 meter square. So area of the metal sheet required is equal to 440 meter square. So we can write the required area of sheet is equal to 440 meter square. Eighth question, the lateral surface area of a hollow cylinder. Hollow cylinder means top and bottom are open. Only the curved surface is there. So area of the lateral surface or the curved surface, that is 4224 centimeter square. It is cut along its height. If you are cutting like this way and open that cylindrical part or the curved part, then we will get a rectangular sheet. And here it is given its width is 33. That means when we are opening, that width means breadth. That is equal to 33 centimeter. We have to find the length. Area of this hollow cylinder, only the curved part when we are opening, that is same as the area of the rectangular sheet. So we can write lateral surface area of the cylinder is equal to area of the rectangle sheet. So from that, lateral surface, here it's given lateral surface area of the cylinder as, that is 4224 centimeter square is the lateral surface area, which is equal to area of this sheet. These two areas are same. So length, we know that rectangle means area of the rectangle, that length into breadth. Length we have to find and breadth is here given 33. From that, length is equal to 4224 divided by 33, which is equal to 128 centimeter. So we can write that is length of the rectangular sheet. Length of the rectangular sheet is equal to 128 centimeter. Now we got length of the rectangular sheet. Then find the perimeter of the rectangular sheet. Therefore, perimeter of the rectangular sheet. Perimeter of a rectangle, that means 2 into L plus B, which is equal to 2 into, here length is given, already we got that as 128, that plus breadth is given, that is 33, which is equal to 2 into 128 plus 33. So 2 into 161, which is equal to 322 centimeter. We can write, therefore, perimeter of the rectangular sheet is equal to, here we have to find perimeter of the sheet, rectangular sheet, which is equal to 322 centimeter. Question number 9. A road roller takes 750 complete revolutions to move once over the level to make a level road. Find the area of the rod if the diameter of the rod roller is 84 centimeter and length is 1 meter. Here we can see the roller is the form of a cylinder and length means the height of the cylinder. We can take that as the height. So length is same as the height of the cylinder, that is equal to 1 meter, and diameter is given in centimeter. So we have to make in the same unit all the measurements. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Here diameter of that cylinder roller, which is 84, therefore radius is equal to 84 by 2, 42 centimeter. Now one time rotation, one revolution, that means is same as the curved surface area of the or lateral surface area of the rod roller. So curved surface area of the rod roller is equal to 2 pi RH. So curved surface area of the roller, that is same as one complete rotation. Curved surface, one complete revolution, which is equal to 2 pi rh. That means 2 into 22 by 7 into radius is 42 and height is 100. Here 6 times when we are multiplying, we will get 264 and 2 zeros. That much centimeter square. This for one revolution. Like that way 750 revolutions are there. So we can write area covered by 750 revolutions. Therefore area covered by 750 revolutions, which is equal to, for one revolution, 26,400 centimeter square. Like that way 750 times it is rolling, which is equal to this much centimeter square. It's a big number, so we can convert that into meter. To centimeter square to meter square, we had to move 4 places to left. One time centimeter, one more centimeter to meter. So 4 times. That means 1980 meter square. You can write 1 meter square is equal to 10,000 centimeter square. So 1980 meter square. Here we have to find the area of the rod. So we can write, therefore the area of the rod is equal to (1980 meter square). Question number 10. A company package its milk powder in a cylindrical container whose base diameter, here diameter is given 14 centimeter. So we can take radius is equal to 14 by 2, 7 centimeter. And height of the tin is 20 centimeter. And here it's given if the label is placed 2 centimeter from top and bottom. So from the top and bottom. So height of the label, that means 20 minus 2 centimeter, and from here also 2 centimeter. So height of the label, that is equal to 16 centimeter. The middle part only that label is coming. So we have to minus 2 centimeter, then that here also 2 centimeter. 4 centimeter we have to minus from 20. So height of this label is equal to 16 centimeter. Now we have to find the area of the label, which means the cylindrical shape, that means curved surface area of the label, which is the curved surface area of the cylinder, that means 2 pi rh, which is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into radius is here 7. 7 into height is 16 centimeter. 7 and 7 we can cancel. So 2 into 22, 44, that into 16, which is equal to 704 centimeter square. So we can write the area of the label is, therefore the area of the label is equal to 704 centimeter square. Exercise 9.3. First question. Given a cylindrical tank, in which situation will you find the surface area and in which situation volume? That means where we are finding surface area and where in which situation we are finding volume. Two terms here, volume and surface area. situations are here. First one, to find how much it can hold. In this, how much water or liquid capacity of this tank. So in this situation, we have to find volume. Number of cement bags required to plaster it. To make it, how much cement bags are required. That in that situation, surface area. How much cement bags required to make this, to plaster this tank. That surface area we have to calculate. Next situation, to find the number of smaller tanks that can be filled with water from it. Water from that means capacity of this tank. There also volume. These are the situations and the where we have to find first volume. Here to find the cement bags, number of cement bags, that is surface area. The water in it, in how many small tanks can fill, that case volume. Second question, diameter of cylinder A. Here two cylinders are given. Diameter of cylinder A, that is 7 cm and height is 14 cm. In cylinder B, diameter is 14 cm and height is 7 cm. Without doing any calculation, can you suggest whose volume is greater? Verify it by finding the volume of both the cylinders. Check whether the cylinder with greater volume also has greater surface area. So we have to calculate the volume of both the cylinders and also surface area of both the cylinders and then compare it. When we are comparing these two, we can say cylinder B has greater volume because it has greater radius. Here radius is coming, or diameter. Diameter is coming 14 cm. Here diameter is 7 cm. So cylinder B has greater volume. Now we can check that verification. First we have to calculate volume of cylinder A. So volume of cylinder A is equal to, we know that volume formula, that is pi r square h, which is equal to, here radius is equal to, diameter is given as 7. So radius is equal to 7 by 2 cm and height is 14 cm. Pi we can take as 22 by 7. R square, so 7 by 2, 2 times into height 14. Now we can cancel 1, 7, divide by 7, 1, 2 and 22, here 11, here 7. So we are getting here 11 into 7 into 7, which is equal to 539. Volume is, unit is centimeter cube. Same way we have to find volume of the second cylinder B. Volume of cylinder B is equal to, formula same, pi r square h. Here R is equal to 14 by 2, that means 7 centimeter, and H is equal to 7 centimeter, which is equal to 22 by 7 into 7 into 7, and height also 7. So 1, 7 it will cancel, and we are getting 22 into 7 into 7, 49, and that is equal to 1078. That much centimeter cube. So now when we are comparing, this is the volume of cylinder B, 539 is the centimeter cube is the volume of cylinder A. Now we can write, that is volume of cylinder B is greater than cylinder A. So we can write volume of cylinder B is greater than, at the same time we can see it's double of that. 2 times 539 is equal to 1078. So double to that of cylinder A. Now first part it's over. Next it is also find the surface area. So total surface area of cylinder A, first cylinder. For that the formula 2 pi r into h plus r. Here r means 7 by 2 and height is 40. We can apply the values, which is equal to 2 into 22 by 7 into radius is 7 by 2. In bracket h is 14 plus 7 by 2, which is equal to 2 and 2 we can cancel, 7 and 7 we can cancel, then 22. That into, when we are simplifying this, 14 into 2, 28 plus 7, 35. So 35 by 2. Here we can divide by 2 11 times. So 11 into 35, which is equal to 385 centimeter square. That is the total surface area of cylinder A. Then same that of cylinder B. Total surface area of cylinder B is equal to same formula, surface area 2 pi r into h plus r. Here radius is 14 by 2, radius is equal to 14 by 2, that means 7 centimeter, and height also 7 centimeter. So this we can write as 2 into 22 by 7 into radius is 7. In bracket height is 7 and radius also 7. 7 and 7 we can cancel. Here surface area of cylinder B, we are getting 2 into 22 44 into 7 plus 7 14, multiplying 616 centimeter square. So when we are comparing the surface area of cylinder A is 385, cylinder B is 616. So here also we can write, therefore cylinder B has greater surface area. So volume and surface area, both cylinder B is having greater. Third question, find the height of a cuboid whose base area is given as 180 centimeter square and volume is 900 centimeter cube. We know that volume is equal to base area into height. So height is equal to volume by base area. Here we have to find height of the cuboid. So we can write, therefore height of the cuboid is equal to volume by base area. Which is equal to, volume is given as 900 divided by base area is 180, which is equal to 5. That means 5 centimeter. Height of the cuboid is equal to 5 centimeter. Here in this formula we know that volume means length into breadth into height and base area means length into breadth. So when we are cancelling this length and breadth, we will get height. So that from the formula height is equal to volume by base area. Fourth question, a cuboid is of dimensions. Length, breadth, height is given. How many small cubes with side? Cube means all sides are equal. Side is given here 6 centimeter. Can be placed in the given cuboid. In the big cuboid, how many small cubes can be placed? So first we have to find the volume of the cuboid. Volume of the cuboid is equal to length into breadth into height. That means 60 into 54 into 30 centimeter cube. Then volume of the cube, that is 6 into 6 into 6. All sides cube means all sides are same, equal. So 6 into 6 centimeter cube. Now number of these small cubes can be placed inside the cuboid. We are drawing the picture, it's a big cuboid and here we can see how many small cubes we can arrange in this cuboid. That's the question. So first we have calculated the volume of cuboid and then volume of the cube. So volume of number of small cubes in this cuboid is equal to volume of the cuboid divided by volume of the cube, which is equal to, here volume of the cuboid is No need to multiply, write the numbers same as that, then we can simplify easily by dividing. 60 into 54 into 30 divided by volume of the cube 6 into 6 into 6. So all three numbers we can divide by 6. Here 10 times, here 9 times, here 5 times. So the calculation is easy. 9 into 5, 45, 45 into 10, 450. So we will get the answer as 450 cubes. Here the question, how many cubes can be? So 450 cubes can arrange in the cuboid. Fifth question, find the height of the cylinder whose volume is here given and diameter of the base is 140 centimeter. So what is here given? Volume is equal to 1.54 meter cube and diameter, that means D is equal to, that is 140 centimeter. From that we can find radius. Radius equal to D by 2. That means 140 by 2 is equal to 70 centimeter. Now we know that volume is equal to volume of a cylinder. The formula is volume of the cylinder is equal to pi r square h. Here volume is given as 1.54. 1.54 is equal to pi is 22 by 7. Radius is 70 r square, so 70 into 70 into h. Here we can simplify this. 7 here 10 times and multiply. This also we have to look at here. One is in meter cube and the other one is in centimeter. So we have to convert the centimeter to meter, make the same unit. So radius we have written here 70 centimeter, that we can write as in meter 0.7 meter. So here it will come 0.7 meter and this also 7 meter. After the decimal point is 0 is no need. So when we are dividing by 7, here we are getting 0.1. Which means this side we will get 22 into 0.1 into 0.7 into h. Left side we can see 2 decimal places, right side also 2 decimal places. So multiply by 100 both the side, then we can avoid the decimal point. So when we are multiplying left side with 100, it will become 154. Right side with 100, till both the decimal places we can remove. That means 22 into 1 into 7, which is equal to, which implies directly we can find height. H is equal to 154 divided by this 22, 1 into 7, 7. 22 into 7, it will go down. 22 into 7. When we are simplifying, dividing by 7 here, 22 times and 22 will cancel. We will get height is equal to 1. That means 1 meter. All the measurements we have to take in the same unit. So here the question, find the height of the cylinder. We can write in sentence, that is height of the cylinder is equal to height of the cylinder is equal to 1 meter. Question number 6. A milk tank is of the form of a cylinder whose radius is 1.5 meter and length. Cylinder we can take length means height same. So we can take this length as height. Height is equal to 7 meter. Find the quantity of milk in liters that can be stored in the tank. Quantity of milk in the tank, cylindrical tank, which means capacity of the tank or volume of the tank. So volume of the tank, the formula we know that is pi r square h. Volume of a cylinder is pi r square h. So which is equal to 22 by 7 into radius is 1.5 and height is 7. So 7 and 7 we can cancel. Then 22 into 1.5 into 1.5, it will come 2.25 and which is equal to 49.50, that much meter cube. So here volume, quantity of milk in liters. So we can write, therefore quantity of milk in liters is equal to 49.50, that much meter cube, that we have to multiply with 1000, that much liter. We know that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. So we have to multiply with 1000. When we are multiplying, we will get that is equal to 4950 and one more 0 it will come, that much liter. So 49,500 liters. So that is quantity of milk can be stored in the tank is equal to 49,500 liter. Question number 7. If each edge of a cube is doubled, how many times will its surface area increase? Here no measurement is given, so we can take, let the edge of the cube be x meter and its edge of the cube is doubled. So first we can take a small cube with the side x centimeter, and when it is doubled, the new cube, the bigger one with side 2x. So x centimeter and this is 2x centimeter. Now we have to calculate first part, how many times the surface area of this cube. So surface area of the cube means 6 into side square, 6a square. So original cube, that will come 6 into side is x square, that is 6x square. The new cube's surface area, that is 6 into side is 2x. So 2x square. So 6 into 2 square is 4x square, that means 24x square. Now how many times means we have to find the ratio. Ratio is equal to 6x square divided by 24x square. X square we can cancel, divide by 6, numerator and denominator, we will get 1 and 4 here, which is equal to 1 into 4. That means the surface area of the new cube is 4 times that of the original one. Now second part, how many times its volume. Same way we have to calculate volume of both the cubes. Now volume of the original cube, that means side cube, a cube. So x cube is the volume of the original cube. Same way volume of the new cube, that means 2x is the side, that 3 times. 2 into 2 into 2. 2 cube, that is 8, 8x cube. Here also we have to find the ratio. So x cube divided by 8x cube. X cube we can cancel 1 by 8, which means 1 is to 8. So we can write in sentence, volume of the new cube is 8 times that of the original volume. So volume, it will come, the new one, the 8 times, surface area, that will come 4 times when the side of the cube is doubled. Eighth question, water is pouring into a cuboidal reservoir at the rate of 60 liters per minute. If the volume of the reservoir is 108 meter cube, find the number of hours will it take to fill the reservoir. So this we can consider as a big tank. Volume of this reservoir, that is given here 108 meter cube. Meter cube we have to convert to liter. We know that 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liter. So multiply 108 with 1000, we will get 108,000, that much liter, the capacity of the tank. Now volume of the water flowing at the rate of 60 liters per minute. So in 1 minute 60 liters of water. So the time taken, which means volume of this tank reservoir divided by rate of that water flow. So which is equal to, now we know that volume of the tank or reservoir, that is 108 into 1000, that much liter water, and the water flow, rate of water flow, that is 60 liter per minute. So divided by 60. When we are dividing here by 10 and divide by 6, we will get, that is 1800 minutes. This we can convert into hours by dividing with 60. We know that 60 minutes is equal to 1 hour. By 60, which here 3 times, is equal to 30 hours. So we can write in sentence, that means the number of hours will it take to fill the reservoir. Time taken to fill the reservoir is equal to 30 hours.